Hello everyone, my name is Abid Imtiaz and today I am excited to share my experience working as a software development and digital automation intern for the Office of Sustainability at Minnesota State University Moorhead. I've been working with this department for the past 2 months. For those unfamiliar with the Office of Sustainability, their core mission is to promote, track, and implement eco-friendly initiatives across our university campus. However, tracking sustainability efforts across an entire university requires a massive amount of data collection. My role was essentially to be the bridge between their eco friendly goals and the digital technology needed to actually manage them. I was tasked with taking their manual, time consuming processes and transforming them into seamless, automated digital experiences. Today, I want to walk you through three major projects I tackled during my internship: modernizing the Green Office program, upgrading the Green Space program, and finally building a brand new campus recycling web application from scratch. Let's start with the Green Office program. This is an initiative where faculty and staff take a survey about their eco friendly habits, and based on their score, their office is awarded a certification tier like silver, gold, or platinum. The problem was that their old system was built on outdated Google Forms and older code. My goal was to migrate this entire system into the Microsoft ecosystem to ensure better data security and campus compliance. But moving from Google to Microsoft isn't just a simple copy and paste. I had to completely rewrite the underlying code. I upgraded it from a flexible language called JavaScript to a much stricter language called TypeScript. Think of TypeScript like a rigorous grammar checker for code. It catches error before the program even runs, which makes the system much more stable. But I faced a major hurdle. The new Microsoft code operated in a highly secure, isolated environment, meaning it couldn't physically send out emails to the staff anymore. To solve this, I rewrote the code to act purely as a grading calculator. Then, I used a tool called Power Automate to build a digital conveyor belt. Now, when someone submits a survey, this conveyor belt waits exactly 15 seconds for the data to process, hands the data to my calculator code, which grabs the final grade, and then automatically constructs and sends a customized branded email from the official sustainability email address. I even added logic so that if a user answers a question incorrectly, the email gives them specific tips on how to improve. Following that success, I moved on to the Green Space program. This is very similar sustainability survey, but it's tailored specifically for the campus safety and security department. I use the same digital conveyor belt setup to handle the automated emails, um, but the internal brain of this program was much more complex. With the first project, the Microsoft form calculated the score for me. But for the Green Space program, I had to build a custom grader directly into the code. I had to write logic that looks at 23 different questions, compares the user's text answers like yes, always, or mostly against a strict answer key, tallies the score manually, and figures out how many points they need to reach the next certification tier. It was a fantastic exercise in writing complex conditional logic that operates silently in the background. Finally, I want to talk about my largest project, which is the recycling competition app. It was a complete overhaul of a basic concept into a robust, modern web application designed to gamify recycling for the student body. If you think about the apps you use on your phone every day, they're fast, visually pleasing, and they update instantly. That's what I built. I use modern web development tools to create a beautiful interface with a live leaderboard and a team hub where students can join groups using special access codes and log page to record what they recycled. To make this work, the front end of the website had to talk to a live cloud based database. But when I first connected them, the app threw a massive insufficient permissions error. It essentially locked me out. I had to act as the database administrator. I went into the cloud server security rules and temporarily bypassed the lock. so my development environment could communicate with the database. Once the digital doors were open, I built the actual database structure. I created a section for recyclable items and programmed the database to generate secure, randomized IDs for everything. Finally, I populated this database with real information. For example, telling the cloud that plastic is worth 5 points and aluminum can is worth 10 points. Instantly, the front end of my app woke up. The drop-down menus populated with the live data, and users could start logging items, which automatically updated their personal scores and their team score on the live leaderboard. To further adjust the application with the university's brand and improve usability, I implemented several design upgrades. First, I added a quick links navigation sidebar within the app's layout file to lock it in place across all pages. Then I upgraded the application's logo from a placeholder Lucy React icon to a custom HTML tag pointing to the official MSCM Dragon logo. And I also replaced the default white background with a full screen image of the MSCM Dragon mascot using Tailwind utility classes. Afterwards, I updated and modernized the recycling guide page and campus map page by transforming the guide page with a polished interface and color badges and also a real time search filter. I upgraded the map page to an interactive grid layout that has a live Google Maps feature as well. Looking back on this past few months, the value of this internship has been immeasurable. Technically, I vastly improved my proficiency in modern web development, learned how to bridge different programming languages, and gained hands-on experience managing secure cloud databases. But more importantly, I learned how to translate non-technical business needs into automated digital solutions. I learned how to communicate with IT departments to secure necessary permissions and how to build systems that save human workers countless hours of human manual labor. If I had to give one piece of advice to future interns, it would be this. Always take the time to map out the logic of a process on a piece of physical paper before writing a single line of code. Understanding exactly how the data needs to flow makes the actual programming significantly smoother. I'm incredibly proud of the foundation I built for the Office of Sustainability. Thank you so much for your time and for allowing me to share my internship experience with you today.